Welcome back to the Evolved Humans. Subscribe to get more updates. In this video, we're focusing on giving constructive feedback, a key skill that helps guide your team toward growth and success. Giving feedback is one of the most essential yet intricate responsibilities a manager holds. It's a tool of immense power, capable of driving growth and improvement, but it also presents some of the most formidable challenges. Managers, especially those new to the role, often grapple with articulating feedback in a manner that's both clear and considerate. The struggle lies in being direct without crossing into disrespect, which can lead to overly softened messages or convoluted explanations that leave the employee bewildered.
The fear of conflict or emotional backlash is another hurdle. Managers worry about the potential to harm feelings or strain relationships, resulting in a tendency to avoid these critical conversations. This avoidance, however, only allows issues to linger unaddressed, potentially escalating over time. Time is another constraint that managers contend with. The demands of meetings, deadlines, and urgent tasks mean that feedback is often sidelined. When it finally occurs, it's frequently hurried, lacking clarity and consistency, diminishing its effectiveness. Many managers find themselves in their roles without adequate training in providing feedback, leading to missed opportunities and awkward exchanges that can disengage teams.
Feedback should not be an annual event but a regular practice. Yet, for many managers, integrating this into the daily routine is a challenge. In multicultural settings like those in the UAE, there is also the need to navigate cultural sensitivities. Feedback must be adapted to align with diverse cultural norms, recognizing that what's constructive in one context might be perceived as harsh in another. Overcoming these challenges requires structured approaches, regular communication, and a commitment to understanding and growth. We all want to give feedback that helps our team improve, but how do you do it effectively? Here are a few things to keep in mind. We call it the tasks framework. Let me walk you through each aspect. First, timing. It's important to give feedback promptly, but you also need to choose the right moment. Strike while the iron's warm, but not hot. Soon after the event is ideal, while details are fresh. But avoid giving feedback in the heat of emotion, especially if you're frustrated. Let things cool down so your message lands constructively. Second, action. Focus on what the person did, dot focus on behavior, not personality. Avoid judgmental language. Instead of you're careless, say I noticed the report had a few errors. Let's review how we can improve accuracy. Next, result. Explain the impact of their actions so they understand the bigger picture. Then, coaching. Offer advice or suggest how you can help them improve. Under coaching, align feedback with goals. Tie feedback to team or company objectives. Improving your time management will help us hit our weekly sprint targets more consistently. And finally, support. Show that you're there to encourage them. Now, let's try it out with a real life scenario. During a team meeting, Joe frequently interrupts others. The team leader, Audrey, decides to address it. Which approach works better? In the first approach, Audrey says during the meeting,
Joe, stop interrupting others. You're always so rude.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. I was just trying to help, okay? What did I even do wrong?
that didn't go so well. Joe felt embarrassed and attacked in front of his coworkers. How could Audrey have handled it differently? Let's try using the tasks framework. This time, Audrey doesn't address it in front of everyone. She waits until the meeting ends and speaks to Joe privately. Let's see this in different scenario.
Hey, Joe, do you have a second to chat?
Yeah, sure.
In the meeting, I noticed you spoke up before others finished sharing their ideas. This made it harder for everyone to feel heard. It would be fantastic next time if you exercised active listening and waited until others finished their thoughts. You have many good ideas, and you're welcome to share them when it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't realize that at all. Thanks for letting me know, Audrey. I'll keep that in mind.
Thanks.
Notice how Audrey handled things differently this time? She chose the right timing, waiting until the meeting ended to address the issue privately and promptly. She pointed out Joe's specific action, explained the impact, gave practical advice for next time, and ended with encouragement and support. Offering helpful feedback isn't just about telling your team the right thing to do, it's also about helping them receive feedback positively. As we saw from Joe's reaction earlier, Audrey played a key role in fostering a strong feedback culture within her team. Check emotional readiness. Ask yourself, is the person in a receptive state? If they are stressed, distracted, or defensive, wait. Feedback should feel like a conversation, not a confrontation. Giving constructive feedback is like building a muscle. The more you practice, the better you get. Choose the right timing, focus on their action, explain the result, and offer practical guidance. And always show that you're there to support them. Use the feedback sandwich when appropriate. Start with the positive, then share the area for improvement, and end with encouragement. You've been proactive with client follow ups. One thing to work on is documenting those interactions more consistently. I know you're capable of tightening that process. That's it for this lesson on feedback. Use natural checkpoints. Tie feedback to project milestones, performance reviews, or weekly one on ones. These moments feel expected and less threatening, making it easier to absorb and act on feedback. Leaders sometimes believe that delivering constructive feedback will be perceived as criticism. There are two important ways to avoid this. First, ensure that moments of constructive feedback are not the only time that you're interacting with this team member, and be sure to acknowledge a job well done. Second, communicate deliberately with words that convey opportunity versus failure. A common thing standing in the way of leaders delivering feedback is their discomfort with the conversation. To get comfortable with feedback, make it a two-way conversation. Consider how the feedback will make a difference. Identify what your intent is in giving it. Decide the outcomes you want. Co create steps to improve the situation. And ask how you can support it taking hold. Understand the need to distinguish facts, feelings, and beliefs. Too often, leaders focus on facts but fail to appreciate the feelings involved and the beliefs implicitly expressed by the person involved. Feedback is not just an opportunity to assess performance, it's also a chance to ascertain your colleagues' work view and align on how to honor individual needs and meet organizational expectations. If I want the best for you, why wouldn't I give you the feedback you need to become your best? Susan Hobson, Elite High Performance Inc. Thank you for watching, and we will bring more.